So yeah, you're going to notice my voice is going to be very different. I've been a bit down, but this video has to come out. So yeah, just take it the way you see it. So I decided to go and get again the Tecno Spark 30 Pro, because in my review of the Redmi Note 14, most of you actually commented that you want a direct comparison between these two phones. And yeah, it makes a lot of sense, because if you go to the market right now, you can actually get them at about the same price. Both of these phones are largely made of plastic. They have very flat frames that make it super comfortable for you to hold them. But the frame of the Redmi Note 14 is actually made of aluminum. So it has a bit of a better build quality when you compare these two phones. And then you also notice that the frame of the Tecno Spark 30 Pro is glossy. So yeah, it attracts a lot of fingerprints. Now, at the back of these two phones are huge camera modules that houses a main 108 megapixel camera and of course other supporting cameras. Now, that was the very first thing I had to go and try out, and I discovered that when it comes to camera performance, I would say under proper lighting conditions, both of them takes really satisfying pictures. They capture equal amount of details and they both process colors quite accurately. But when it comes to taking pictures of yourself and of course your friends, that is where I felt the Tecno Spark 30 Pro just became a tad better than the Redmi Note 14. Pictures appears cooler and not over bright like what we have with the Redmi Note 14. And the same applies to selfies. For the Spark 30 Pro, it's a 13 megapixel selfie sensor, while for the Redmi Note 14, it's a 20 megapixel selfie camera. Now, both of these selfies, I would say, are very okay, but which one did you prefer? Let me have your thoughts in the comment section below. Video qualities on both phones also differ. You can shoot at 2K, 30 frames per second with the Tecno Spark 30 Pro, but the best you get with the Redmi Note 14 is 1080p at 60 frames per second resolution. And this is how the video look like. So yeah, you get better video quality once again with the Tecno Spark 30 Pro. So overall, in terms of their cameras, definitely the Tecno Spark 30 Pro is better. Also, both of these phones are IP54 rated, meaning they are equally tolerant to dust and splash, and they also have dual stereo speakers that are equipped with Dolby Atmos. So yeah, the audio quality are really nice. But then one piece of convenience, however, has to be the nature of the SIM card tray that these two phones comes with. For the Tecno Spark 30 Pro, it allows you to use two SIM cards and an SD card simultaneously together at a time. But the Redmi Note 14 actually comes with a hybrid SIM tray, so you really don't have that kind of flexibility. Now let's switch to their display, where both of these phones comes with AMOLED displays set at 1080p resolution and a 120Hz refresh rate. They also are both equally usable outdoors. But in the display department, I don't think there's any reason why you may want to choose one over the other. Both of them will give you almost the same quality, whether you're watching videos or you're scrolling through social medias with this phone. But when it comes to performance, on paper, you may tend to be swayed towards the Tecno Spark 30 Pro because it has a Helio G100 processor in it against the Helio G99 Ultra that we have in the Redmi Note 14. So it just kind of like seems like it is a better chipset, but is it? Well, not really. As you can see from this comparison right here, you can see that there isn't so much that separates these two. And then also benchmark scores for both CPU and GPU and Antutu and all of it just shows that, yeah, there isn't so much that separates these two processors. And that translates to everyday performance. The truth is that you're going to get almost the same performance or practically the same performance from these two processors. And the fact that they also run on the same GPU, the Mali G57 GPU, means gaming experience on these two smartphones will definitely be the same. But then, performance isn't just all about the chipset of a smartphone. It's also the amount of RAM that it has. So I would say, generally in terms of performance, the Tecno Spark 30 Pro is better because it comes with 8 gigs of RAM. So apps tend to stay longer, and then also switching between applications tends to be faster. Apps also open faster on this phone, on the Tecno Spark 30 Pro, than the Redmi Note 14. Now let's talk about their softwares, where I would say hands down, my experience has been better with the Tecno Spark 30 Pro than the Redmi Note 14. Both of these phones has bloatware, fine and good, and you can decide to uninstall them, if you don't like it. But what I can't stop complaining about is the ads that we have in the Redmi Note 14. It gets really annoying, and yeah, I learned that there's a way you can turn it off in the settings, but the truth is that it really should not even be there at all. On a positive note though, they are both packed with really nice and handy features, but the Tecno Spark 30 Pro has some exclusive features that you don't get to see in the Redmi Note 14. For example, the dynamic port that comes in handy for Face ID when you're charging your phone and some other information you get like that. And then also we have this AI wallpaper generator in the settings of this phone that allows you to use AI to generate wallpapers. You don't get those really nice features with the Redmi Note 14. So overall, I would say, yeah, software-wise, it's okay, but yeah, I would tilt towards the Tecno Spark 30 Pro because it gave me a better experience and yeah, more exclusive features. As for software support, yeah, there isn't really anything concrete from these two brands. Tecno is always known to be silent, mostly with their entry-level smartphones. And for the Redmi Note 14, I've heard rumors or seen comments of 3 years or 2 years of software support, but still nothing concrete from Xiaomi themselves. So yeah, fingers crossed. I'm sure at least they will both be getting Android 15, and that is the highest speculation I can make. Yeah. Now, the presence of more AI features in the Redmi Note 14 is one of its biggest advantage. There is Google Gemini, there is AI Broker effect that allows you to change or make pictures I didn't take as portrait to become portrait. There's also the AI Sky features, the AI Magic Eraser, and other nice AI features in the Redmi Note 14. But on the other hand, the only AI feature I saw in the Tecno Spark 30 Pro is the AI wallpaper I talked about, and of course the AI Magic Eraser in the Gallery app that you can use to remove one or two objects or humans from your picture. Now, let's not forget the fact that we have a bigger 5500 mAh battery in the Redmi Note 14 also. So compared to the regular 5000 mAh in the Tecno Spark 30 Pro, I would say it's definitely better. Now, no matter how small, battery is very important because it means longer screen time for you, less frequent charging, and a better experience altogether. Both phones also support 33 watts charging, and also while these two phones have battery protection from overcharging, it is only the Tecno Spark 30 Pro that has bypass charging, which is a very useful feature if you like to game a lot with your smartphone and if you like to also watch movies for long hours. So overall, what is my conclusion? Now, if you prioritize durability, camera quality, more RAM power, a cleaner software experience, then the Tecno Spark 30 Pro will be a better choice for you. But then the Redmi Note 14 stands out with its AI-powered features, which is a big plus to it. It also has a slightly bigger battery that is always wanted. It gives you a more balanced audio experience, like I said, with the speakers, and of course, every other feature, a little better build quality. Yeah. And of course, if you love the Xiaomi brand, then definitely it's a no-brainer for you. This will be your choice. So overall, I would say, while the Tecno Spark 30 Pro is a nice device to have, the Redmi Note 14 is also pretty exciting. However, let me know what your choices are in the comment section below. And of course, I hope you enjoyed the review. Sorry for the whole crack in my voice and all of that. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more reviews like this. And then also like this video so YouTube can show it to more people. I'll catch you guys in my next video.